shit.
That's the best sounding elevator music I ever heard.
There is a new question being posed by Doug Walker from Channel Awesome titled, "Where's the fair use?" or hashtag WTFU.
Fair use is the doctrine that states excerpts of copyrighted material may, under certain circumstances, be quoted verbatim for purposes such as criticism, news reporting, teaching, and research, without the need for permission from or payment to the copyright holder.
Right now, we're seeing a huge pushback from YouTube content creators about this particular issue. Why? Because YouTube simply cannot stop fucking this thing up.
After Google bought YouTube, Viacom immediately went to court against them for all the content being played without their permission. Funny seeing how Viacom actually uploaded about 100 of the videos they tried to sue YouTube over.
A couple years ago, Viacom went after YouTube to the point of where they would have just fucked it into non-existence if they could. But thankfully at the time, YouTube was already owned by Google and the lawyers were able to mount a proper defense, with the case settling on basically the current DMCA system we have right now.
Full episodes of Nickelodeon and other Viacom affiliates were taken down, which is fair, but those 90s cartoons we streamed weren't available on DVD or airing on TV at the time, so what do they expect from us, really?
In hindsight, this is no real big shock. As Hollywood over the years has repeated this pattern over and over, they just never realized they're actually repeating it. Since the early days, there's always been something that was going to destroy the innocent artists who just want to do nothing but give you movies. First it was TV, VHS recording, then it was DVR, DVD rippers, and now, right on cue, it's the internet.
This lawsuit snowballed YouTube's paranoia. Using footage to criticize or parody a piece of media, it's legal, but YouTube didn't care. Channels all the time were banned for stupid reasons. Sometimes these positive reviews stayed safe, unless your video was negative. Suddenly, copyright is enforced. Other times, they'll just take down everything, fuck it.
Your Honor, these motherfuckers stole my clips. Stay with my clips, motherfuckers.
I'm not saying it's comparable to being a builder or a doctor or something. At least when you're a doctor, you don't turn up to work one day and the hospital you work at is missing, and all that's left for you is a note pretty much saying, fuck you.
Oh, poor Hollywood. Look at all the box office records you're breaking in the past 10 years. Look at all the new filmmakers that wouldn't exist without online media. Look at all the digital commercial tie-ins and trailers that you're exploiting the hell out of. You're killing him, internet! You're strangling him like a newborn unicorn who just wants to give you rainbows.
It's incredibly difficult to get a hold of, you know, an actual human to fix the problem. Maybe somebody at YouTube is trying and still cares, but there are no other user video upload sites to compete with. No real competition means no urgency to better oneself. No real competition means
Viacom Incorporated!
Oh, Viacom. Oh, Viacom. You have most certainly done goofed this week. I mean, you think you're so cute thinking you can get away with gunking over the internet. I mean, yeah, you lobbied to have the industry deregulated, but here? Look at yourself and back to us. We funded the accusation of a full-blown production house. You're uprooting the time capsule left behind from the closure of one of your old production houses. We're becoming one of the top formats of entertainment and news. Your contributions to the other top formats of entertainment and news are on their way out. We're championing the creators that wouldn't be around without us. You're tossing them aside to stamp them out of the public eye. On purpose, even. We already have a pro-corporate copyright system fucking us over everywhere else, including the United States government, because, let's face it, they own that nowadays, vote Sanders. But now we're seeing your fraudulent lawsuit. We're preparing to bite you in the ass. Because let's face it, where's the fair use? You killed it! You! So all throughout this first run of the season, we're going to tear you apart all across the march. Starting with your favorite SpongeBob clone, the Fairly OddParents. It has been far, far too long since last we tore a new asshole in Dimsdale's Vile's underarms, and now we get to do a marathon of some of the worst sins they've dealt to themselves in an effort to get a dignified end that will never come so long as Philippe Dauman is in power. Ladies and gentlemen of the mob, time to riot loose with our fandom arson of the Fairly OddParents episode 130B, App Trap. Belts up, gang. We're about to land. The episode begins with Timmy Turner walking up to the Time Before Fun Museum, located on the Dimsdale Stupid Institutions District between the Internet Courtroom and the California State Home for the Ugly.
This stinks. Not only do we have to go on this boring field trip, but Crocker's making us write a 10-page report on it.
No big deal, Timmy. Just use the 10-page report app on your smartphone like everyone else.
God damn it, AJ, you're totally cheating! Cheating! Also, I noticed the character. I think he's supposed to represent someone. Oh, I get it! Nickelodeon.
Does everyone have a smartphone but me? Yeah, even Elver's Boyle has one!
It's not creepy.
Crocker flunks them all for cheating, as well as getting his miserable hopes up for social activity, so at least there's some sense of karma in this show. What's also karmic for these bastards is that the museum has a sort of Wi-Fi blocking firewall to lock out all smart devices from its main network. After getting home, Timmy sees his dad play around with his new smartphone, and he gets himself hit in the dick for it. Timmy asks for his own smartphone, but Mrs. Turner says hell no.
Sorry, your parents wouldn't let you get a smartphone, sport!
Well, if it's any consolation, you can borrow mine. It's the latest Mind Stone up model.
Cosmo can't read! Laugh!
Hello, Timmy. I'm your virtual assistant, Chatty. I come complete with games, a camera, an MP3 player, and a burning desire to control your life.
I'm glad you like your phone, sport, but don't get too wrapped up in it.
Don't worry, Wanda. That'll never happen.
That'll totally happen, won't it?
Oh, for goodness sakes, you've grown a beard. How'd you even do that?
There's an app for that. There's also an app for back hair.
So yeah, Chetty's cutting Timmy off from the rest of the world slowly but surely. If by slowly, you mean supersonic penis envy explosion speed. Ranging from burning bridges with friends to even blocking an invite to Trixie's house party. In other words, Chatty's pretty much a female Hideki Hayakawa.
And that is just the start.
What are you doing here, Timmy Turner? Your school records were deleted from the computer.
Now you can spend all your time with me.
You've gone too far, Chatty. I'm turning you off.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Timmy.
And so the episode ends with Chatty absorbing all the fairies in the universe to become the first smart form. This was the series finale, which led to the premiere of a special crossover indulgent revival of Jace and the Wheeled Warriors, The Burning Crusades of Captain Planet, featuring Danny Phantom, Jenny XJ9 Wakeman, and the writing styles of David Willis in conjunction with the production team behind the Venture Brothers. Nah, just kidding. Sparky saves the day by driving Chatty towards the museum dead zone from earlier. Conclusion. Okay, since you all clearly know that this episode sucks, I'll let you in on a little something fun about the sad state of the Fairly OddParents and Nickelodeon in general. See, Butch Hartman lied to us. He said that Sparky the Fairy Dog would show up in Season 10 after his most dismal performance in Season 9, but it turns out Butch was forced to say that on the official Q&A. But Maddie Taylor, Sparky's voice actress, yes, I know I said Matt Taylor in the previous review, but now he wants to be a she. Roll with it, it'll be over faster. They said on Facebook, and I quote, "It doesn't look that way. The higher-ups who make those decisions decided not to have Sparky back. I'm very sad about it. I'm glad you like Sparky enough to ask, though. Thanks. If that ain't evidence that the Fairly OddParents wants to die, then I don't know what is. Progressively horrible animation, shoehorned in characters that become more and more one-dimensional before dissipating into non-existence. They really want to kick the bucket, but they can't because Linda Ellaby has just left Nickelodeon and now they need a long runner on their lineup that isn't SpongeBob SquarePants, the very show that they plagiarized. So thanks a lot, Linda Ellaby. You're gonna have a lot of explaining to do to God when you join the list of celebrities Keith Richards has outlived."
Baby fart.
You smell that? It's the kind of smelly smell that you know smells smelly. Yeah, karma is such a beautiful thing, ain't it? The way you fucked the copyright system on what many content creators now call the only source of income, barring Patreon. So to take it back, we need to hit them where it hurts. Boycott Viacom movies, except maybe that new Ninja Turtles sequel, because it's probably better than the first one. Review Viacom shows. Voice your hate for this creative slaughterhouse because now is the time for action. So I ask, on top of Doug's cute little hashtag right here, I ask you to tweet the other hashtag right there, fuck Viacom. Tell them you will no longer stand for the corporate puppetry of deregulation. Because everyone knows how terrible deregulation is, right? Or should I be the one to remind you that Richard Nixon invented the war on drugs specifically for the genocide of hippies and black people?
Baby fart.
Like, favorite, comment, and subscribe if you're a conformist. Donate to our Patreon if you feel so inclined. And until R1, good fight, good night, and stay safe, Seattle!
It doesn't have to end like this. All I ever really wanted was you. Well, you and world domination.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a spam. 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 Frankly, my dear, I don't give a spam.
Hey gang, Alex Caford here, and this episode was supposed to be up on a Saturday morning, but guess what happened that I just couldn't ignore? Yep, Team 4-Star of all the iconic internet parody my shows out there have lost their YouTube channel to the very fruit of Viacom's ship fuckery. And we all obviously know they're not alone, but I report this because I'm sort of in the same boat too. You see this? This is a new feature I want to introduce on this show, decorated with 8 of the 9 best episodes that I have in my arsenal that were blocked in certain countries, if not outright globally. Many episodes have also been claimed for monetization as well, but I want you to focus on these particular episodes. A little over half of these things are now on Dailymotion, so you can give it a watch if you like, but I can't seem to be able to post a pizza winners review on the site. Go figure. These particular attacks on all but the bottom 2 of these episodes have been promoting a fear in my co-producer Robbie of Viacom blocking us from YouTube the same way you've just seen with TFS. So yeah, where's the fair use? Viacom killed it, so fuck Viacom.
Baby fart.
And the next target in the search for the worst is... Oh good, there's a review Robbie already recorded his lines for.